What up, everybody? Welcome to DJ and the Girl podcast. I'm DJ NS.
What's up? It's your girl Patricia.
And we about to get it in today. How you been today?
I've been good. How you been, Neil?
I've been good. How was your week?
It was good. It was good.
I haven't really had a chance to chop it up with you.
I know it's been a real busy week. A lot going on. I haven't got to talk to you. Nothing.
I know. Same here. Work been like kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I've been ready to get it in with this. You know.
Yeah.
Ready to make this happen. You know what I'm saying?
Look at this. Look at this.
Yeah, this is a dope.
Look at this. Marquise's wall.
Yeah, we at the homie house, Marky Mark. You know what I'm saying? The homie Marquise. He's like the shoe god to me. You know what I'm saying? He inspired me to get fly, and he's always fly. And he invited us to the crib to do some shows. So here we are. How you like this vibe though?
It's nice.
It's fly.
As soon as I pulled up and I saw it, I was like, ooh. I was like, this is
That's
nice.
what's up. We're gonna have to do a photo shoot in here. The next photo shoot.
Sure,
you know what I'm saying? For DJ and the Girl.
Yeah.
Get it cracking.
It's
You
really
know what
cool.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what's been up this week?
Oh my gosh, just work, clients, craziness, drama, women, life, children, marriage, home, cooking, everything, Neil.
Okay.
Everything. Put it all in the pot and stir it. It's all.
How the family doing?
Family's doing good.
Okay.
Everybody's doing good. EJ turns 6 tomorrow.
Wow.
My baby, my son.
Big boy, big boy. Happy birthday to you, man.
Listen to this. Eddie told him he was going to take him to the barber shop, and I was like, no, you can't take him to the barber shop. I cut his hair. And he's like, I want him to have a good haircut. And I was like, I give him a good haircut. What do you mean? And then EJ was like, no, I only want mommy to cut my hair. So I was at work yesterday, and he sends me a picture of him in the barber chair with the cape on. I was like, oh, he looks so cute. And then I was like, wait a minute, he's cheating on me? He got a cute little haircut.
You know what? That's what a lot of people have been asking me when they know that you've been you work in the salon. They was wondering, do you do haircuts?
Oh yeah.
How is your skills with cutting hair?
I'm pretty good.
Yeah, you nice with the clippers. Just as nice.
I'm good with the clippers. I love doing hair. Like I've always preferred to cut hair instead of color it.
For real?
But I'm easing into color too. But I'm like my hair cutting skills. I have expensive. Scissors, we call them shears. I have expensive stuff.
Okay, quick question.
Yeah.
Do you cut your husband hair?
I have cut his hair plenty of times.
Yeah?
Yes. I give him some really,
So do you cut his hair though? Or do he still go to the barber shop?
He does sometimes because he doesn't have the patience to wait for me.
Maybe that's a fella's thing too though. Just want to be with the fellas and talk.
I push him to go to the barber because I would rather him go to the barber than he's so picky.
Yeah.
He's picky. So I'm like, you know what? Go to the barber. I'll even pay for you to get your hair cut.
You know what's so crazy though? Me chopping it up with him a few times, he told me he wouldn't mind being a barber.
He wants to be a barber. That's like one of his longtime dreams.
That's dope. I think that's one of the coolest jobs you can do because you can dress how you want to dress. Mm-hmm. And like how we doing. Me and you, we love conversation, so you can have good conversation with people. You know what I'm saying? And
I don't blame him because I would if I had the choice to quit being a female hairstylist, cosmetologist, and go be a barber, I'd probably do it.
No, barbers is dope.
I love clippering hair. It's hard when you're learning it. It is hard, but that's super. Like it's a good business because men are consistent and they always come back, and they come back more frequent than women. So I mean, you could make a good living doing women's hair too, but being a barber, you could make.
You know what? I never thought about it like that because you need a haircut at least every 2 weeks for most
men's
people.
Hair grows so fast.
And then with women, you can get your hair done maybe once a month. Wow, I never even thought about that.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely the barber lane isn't a bad lane to go when you're doing hair, doing everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. One thing, okay, because I know our audience. Do you know how to twist, like with the dreads?
I don't. I really want to learn. Okay, in beauty school, my beauty school instructor teacher was African American. So when I started doing hair out in the little, they let us do real people's hair. In the school, you can go in and pay like a very cheap price to go do hair. Yeah. My teacher was African American, so she taught me a few things. And there was another girl who was in there who was also African American and taught me how to do some stuff.
Okay.
So I've practiced a lot with the cornrows and stuff, but I'm really rusty. I really want to learn to get into that though. I love.
That'd be dope.
Ethnic hair is beautiful. A lot of people are like scared to mess with ethnic hair, but I'll do it. I want to learn. That's something I want to learn.
You know what? Growing up, because I'm mixed, you know what I'm saying? So my grain is a little different when I had hair, I should say, but it was hard to find somebody that was able to, and I'm talking about like even, no matter who the barber was that can mix with my texture. So I definitely realized the skill that it takes to be a beautician, you know what I'm saying?
It's actually different to like clipper ethnic hair also.
Okay.
There's certain ways, like if your waves go forward, I think you have to cut it forward. You can't just do it like a normal person's hair because you can mess up the texture, goes a different way. It flows.
Understand.
You know what I mean? I don't know if you know what I mean.
No, I know what you mean because each grain is different. So, like me, I don't like my hair cut from the back, like going back. I want mine, I don't know if it.
Because you know what I mean.
Yeah, exactly. But now that the way it is, going to the back is better because it'll shave me off even cleaner, you know.
Do you do your own hair?
Yeah, I cut my own hair. But I've been cutting it before I start losing hair, I should say. You know what I'm saying? Just to prepare myself, like I was telling Brittany that I want to get comfortable with, because I knew that my hair was thinning out. So I was like, to get comfortable with it, I'm going to cut it bald before I even go bald.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how I got used to it. Yeah, now I feel...
What do you use?
Just some clippers, regular clippers.
Like some Walmart clippers?
For the most part, Ross, to be honest. I get my clippers at Ross, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I use. And, you know, I grew up, little Neil grew up me cutting his hair a lot. Now he won't let me touch it. You know, he got to go to the barber.
Yeah, he wants to look clean.
I just had a friend pull up and ask me to cut his hair, and I cut his hair, and he been getting compliments at work, so it made me feel good.
Did you fade him up or just give him like a...
No, it was, his hair was real long. It was all even. I did try to taper the back a little bit, you know. I think I did pretty good, though. He enjoyed it. He was like, can I get another one? He was like, how much I owe you? I was like, bro, I got you. You know what I'm saying? Because he a homie, so it is, I don't feel I'm that great, so, and I enjoy doing that, you know. And I can understand why beauticians enjoy doing it, because it is, to me, like doing it, because we spent maybe an hour together, wasn't, you know, just, it's kind of a therapeutic, relaxing to me.
Therapy session,
I felt that way when I was doing this hair, because I kind of zoned out because I didn't want to mess up, you know. It wasn't major conversation, probably like what you used to doing when you're doing hair, but it was more of me zoning out and just like trying to come one with his head.
Focusing, focusing,
so I thought that was dope, and he'd be back and I'll be, but it's nothing I'm going to try to do far as, but I wish I did. Because I think being a barber or a beautician is super dope. You know, my father-in-law, I don't know if I just mentioned that, but my father-in-law is a barber. And I admire how he doing it. And he always seemed happy to go to work. So that's what made me think that
that's a loving job. If you're that type of person that really loves like working with people and making people feel good and just being around, it's like a customer service.
Okay.
So if you're that type of person, that's a great job for you.
Dope.
Sometimes people don't talk to you, and that's okay. But for the most part, you're basically doing a lot of talking.
So far as doing hair, what other careers have you done? Or any jobs have you done? Or any opportunities you tried?
I went to school for medical assistant.
Okay.
And I went to school for nursing, and I went to school for criminal justice. I've done a lot of schooling.
Oh, dope.
I never got to finish everything just because my oldest daughter has health problems.
Okay.
So I never got to finish all my schooling. I finished my medical assistant stuff, but we just had a lot going on with our kids back then when we were younger, so I couldn't really pursue that career as much.
Okay.
And then as I got older, Eddie was like, what do you want to do with your life? You know, start trying to figure out what you want to do, go to school for it, and do something. And finally, when I was able to, I went to beauty school, and I knew I was going to love it, and I loved it, and I've been doing it ever since.
Okay. You know what? To be honest, growing up, I always thought criminal justice would be dope as well. Always was into like forensic files and stuff like that. So I thought that'd be dope. Always had a love with guns, so I even thought like doing like ballistics on guns and things like that would be dope, you know. So that's dope. We got a lot in common. That's dope. You know what I'm saying? Like what would be? Because I think you was gonna ask me what would be my.
Oh, I wanted to ask you. Yeah. So when you were a little kid, what did you want to be when you grew up? Like, you know, when you're little, you're like, when I grow up, I want to be this, I want to be that. What did you used to say?
Well, what about you, though? Because I wanted to ask you which, because you had brung it up, so I wanted to ask you.
Okay, that's funny.
But I'm definitely going to answer it as well, though.
That's funny. Okay, so when I was a little girl, I saw the Selena movie.
Okay, me too.
I wanted to be a singer.
Dope.
I love music so much. So I wanted to be a singer.
Can you sing?
I think I'm okay.
Okay.
I'm decent.
We're saving for another show, but definitely we're going to have to do a freestyle on my end and singing on her end, because this is DJ and the Girl podcast.
I would say I'm a decent rapper.
Yeah, all right, we're going to do that as well.
I don't know. I'm a musical person, so.
So you wanted to be a singer. That's dope.
Yeah, I did. What did you want to do?
You know what's so crazy? I always wanted to be a firefighter. That was like my dream job, to be a firefighter.
Wow.
Growing up, yeah.
How old were you when you thought of that?
I want to say from probably 8 to all the way till I graduated. Well, I didn't graduate, but all the way until high school, until, and that was one thing I felt like if I would have graduated, that's definitely what I would have pursued, being a firefighter. Because I always thought that was a dope job. And even seeing them now as a grown-up,
yeah.
when I go into a store or a restaurant and I see them, I still get like, damn, I wish I was with y'all.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because it seemed like a dope job.
Yeah.
From my understanding, that one thing that it's a challenge, like from what I had a friend that was a firefighter, and he was telling me that it'd be 300 firefighters going after one position. He was like, you really got to have your skill. You got to really be prepared and trained to get that job. And so I don't know if that would really discourage me not having the proper education to go there. But that was my dream job, though. I feel like they make good money. You know what I'm saying? And that'd be dope. And it'd be dope to help people, right? Like, imagine me pulling somebody out of a house, a burning house, saving somebody. That'd make me feel good.
You're risking your life too,
Yeah, definitely. That's a challenge too. And that's another thing I heard. Okay, so me working at the airport, I meet a lot of people, and I tell them the same thing. One thing I realized that I never knew, and maybe this would be new to you. It's different now. The technology is different, because this was even maybe 15 years ago. But he was telling me, it was a firefighter I met, and I met more than one that was telling me these stories about how a lot of their co-workers have cancer from fighting fires. And so a lot of them will die later on in life.
Is it like lung cancer?
Yeah, but the technology is different. He said it ain't the same, but actually it was 2 different firefighters I met going to a funeral of they passed co-workers, and they were just explaining to me like how the smoke could be so rough and it can really affect your lungs. But it was also explained to not discourage me, that let me know that was in the past. Though technology is different, the masses they use is different. But that was like, whoa, that was new to me. I never know that was like because you think of a firefighter, the worst thing you think about is getting caught in a fire or falling through a ceiling, but you never think about the long term of having cancer off a fire in a fire.
But some lung damage,
Yeah, I never thought about that,
though. Even with all the protective equipment that they have.
That's what he was explaining.
There's other jobs that also can affect your health, though, too. Like, I know, I think painters, from what I heard from Eddie, painters and like woodworkers, inhaling paint all day, even with the mask on, or like wood chips from sawing and working with wood all day. And I also know that, I don't think that this is from that, but like my boss told me her sister used to own the salon with her years ago, and even though like the colors and the chemicals that we use, even if we wear gloves and stuff, she developed valley fever. You heard of valley fever?
Oh no, but I heard of that before. Yeah.
So then that affects your ability to be able to work with certain things.
Understand.
So that's just something you could develop. I think that's an Arizona thing too.
No, you're right.
Valley
Because
fever.
it'd be times that my wife is like dyeing her hair, and I'll be like, "Yo, could you open up a window?" Like I get a headache sometimes off of smelling the hair dye.
Like the ammonia, the peroxide, all that stuff. Affect you. Over long term, it could affect you. So.
You know what? I had a lady tell me one time that working in the airport was bad for me, and I was like, "Well, I don't work outside." She was like, "Trust me, you inhaling that jet fume." And then, that's exactly how I looked at her. And I don't know, she kind of scared me, but maybe I'm a man. I don't take care of my nails. So she was like, "Look at your nails." And I looked, and she was like, "They're yellow because of the," and I was like, "Oh shit," you know what I'm saying? So you never know, But I did think she was a little off, But that is something to consider, though. You know what I'm saying? As far as like, you know, COVID, everybody was wearing masks and stuff. At your job right now, do you wear masks at work or?
No, just for COVID we did too.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Okay,
and you know, before everybody was just doing those disposable ones, we were buying all those real pretty, fancy, decorative ones at the store and stuff. Every once in a while we'll get somebody who's either not feeling good or some people still wear the mask just to be protective of themselves. But
how did you feel about it though? Was you okay wearing it, or was you the type like, I don't want to wear no mask?
I mean, I wore it because I had to, but
do you feel like wearing a mask was better? Because I'm going to be honest, with this whole COVID thing and with everything that everybody was doing as far as wearing the mask and the sanitizer, and I was going hard on vitamin C, and I still do.
Yeah.
I feel like I wasn't getting sick as much. I feel like I was.
I think that's just in your mind, honestly. Because
I really feel like I'm letting you know, because I was catching a cold at least 3 times a year,
well,
and I was going all year without a cold.
I would say it's different for everybody though, because I'm a pretty healthy person, so it's rare for you to get sick. So even now, after COVID, if you get sick, as soon as somebody gets sick, they assume it's COVID. But like, if I get sick more than once a year, then I'm like, man, this is messed up. Even if it's not COVID, I'm like, I know this weather is wrong. This weather's crazy in Arizona right now.
So far as keeping yourself not getting sick, what you doing? You on the vitamin C? Or?
I drink a lot of water. Okay. I drink a lot of water all the time. I like to eat more home-cooked meals than takeout. I eat food outside, like when I'm at work, sometimes I eat outside, like not fast food, but like there's sushi or Subway or something, but I don't eat a lot of fast food. And I think being active and I don't know, I just like, if you take care of yourself, you'll be okay. But if you're gonna get sick, you're gonna get sick. It doesn't matter. But sometimes you can be around someone who's really sick and stuff is contagious. You can't prevent that.
I'm heavy on the vitamins. I can't lie.
It's luck.
I'll be heavy. I pass the vitamins around the house.
You do like that vitamin C emergency packet?
I love those.
That's good. And then you're mentioning the hand sanitizer. I remember when we used to carry it, we always had it in our car. We had it in the house, everywhere you went. So now that we don't use it as much no more, sometimes I go to the gas station and I pump my gas and I get back in the car and I'm like,
oh, you feel all nasty,
my hands feel dirty.
I definitely realized that I wash my hands a lot more now too than like I just.
But are you scared of COVID or you just don't want to get sick?
No, but I think I'm scared of COVID too though. And I don't want to get sick because I be feeling like, you know, we also this DJ and a girl, so also DJ, so that's another thing. Like if I know I got a wedding coming up, it could be 2 to 3 weeks later. I'm vitamin C because I gotta be there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hitting my vitamins. So I try my best not to get sick, just so I can keep moving. I'd rather get sick when I don't have nothing going on, but you know, you always, with the regular work week, DJing, then you may have things you want to do with your family or friends, and it's like, so I be trying not to, I don't like to get sick, not at all, and I've been doing well, and I ain't gonna lie, COVID trained me a lot for us, because I went a lot harder with vitamins, and I've been going a lot harder with vitamins, because I'm trying to, because that was my thing, like, did you get vaccinated?
Nope, I didn't get the COVID vaccine.
Okay, I did. I'm double vaccinated. I'm triple vaccinated. But before I wasn't sure if I was gonna get it, I was heavy on the vitamin C because I was like, okay, well this will keep me strong though. You know what I'm saying? Just in case. But I definitely did get the vaccination, and you know, we talked about, because it was a recommendation from my doctor, my mama. You know, I'm still like, I'm 40 years old. I still listen to what my mama say. My mama told me, so I did it. You know what I'm saying? So even, you know, moms know what's best. I still feel that way.
Of course, they're always going to know what's best.
Oh, definitely. How your mom's doing?
My mom's doing good.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
I texted her this morning. She's doing good. Okay. My brother got sick.
For real?
She said my brother got sick. He was having she sent me a Snapchat of some chicken soup she made for him. She's like, making food for the spoiled boy.
Oh,
that's what's up. 31, 32 years old. My mom's still making him soup.
He's the baby?
Well, he's not, but my little sister was the baby.
Oh, okay,
she's the one that passed away. So my brother is the baby.
Okay, he's the baby now.
He's the baby right now, and he's the only boy.
Okay.
Just like my son. My son's the only boy, but my son is the baby.
That's what's up.
I'm gonna be cutting that boy's toenails for life.
So is that your last?
Oh yeah, I can't have any more kids.
Oh, okay.
I'm 4 is good, I'm done. I fixed myself up, I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's dope though, to have a big family. You know, only have one, and I would love to have 4. And you don't think about it till you get older. And then when you see, like, when I go hang out with you and your family, I get that buzz. You know what I'm saying? Especially with your younger
That
kids.
baby fever.
Oh yeah, it make me want to, you know, like EJ, the way he move and the way he act when we doing the workout. It make me miss the ways that little Neil used to act.
You
know
give
what I'm
Brittany
saying?
that look, you're like, let's go home.
I know. We be thinking about it, but you know.
Yeah.
I know. It'd have been dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's harder when you're older, though.
It is, because you.
Not just to get pregnant, but just to be a parent when you're older, too.
You think so?
I feel like it would be. Like, I couldn't imagine having kids at my age. I feel like I had mine young, they were not planned, but I feel like the older you get, you have so much going on in life. It's so hard to, like, have kids. Like, if you really, honest to God, honestly could have a kid again right now, like just one more, would you want to?
If I can guarantee it'll be a girl.
Oh,
yes.
Well, if you're
I'll
gonna
be
have another boy,
down. If I
then
can
you're gonna say,
guarantee,
forget it.
no, it's not that. If I had another boy, but that
Yeah.
If I can guarantee, I would definitely be like, all right, let's go. Far as like how you were saying, as you get older, I think as the kid get older, it's more of a struggle for me. Like I think far as like when it was my son, for example, when he was younger, I felt it was much easier to parent him. I felt my job easier as a father was even. Now it's more of a struggle. I ain't gonna lie. For me, maybe everybody's house is different, but it's been a challenge, you know. And as they get older, they change a little bit, you know, so we gotta adjust to. And I think that's what I've been trying to get used to with my son being a teen. And it's just a challenge as the teenagers and with the attitudes. I never gave my mom an attitude, you know. And she probably don't want me talking about this, but I remember the last attitude I gave my mom, I probably was in just to be precise, matter of fact, I was in the 6th grade. I remember like yesterday. I don't even know why I'm playing around.
Must have been a whooping.
You know what? I'm not proud of this moment at all. But we all kids, and this is, hey, Mom, keep it real. This is probably the worst thing I ever done, you know? But, so just to let you know, if it's bad, it's bad. But if it ain't that bad, this is the worst thing I ever done. I was asking my mom, I can't remember what I was asking her for or what I was asking about, and she told me no. And I don't know what made me say, I was like, I hate you. Exactly. I'm sorry, Mom, but Mom, you remember this story, but Mom don't want me to tell you her reaction. Mom's reaction, she was sweeping during the time. She was sweeping the kitchen. Her reaction was that broom, bah!
Will make you hate me.
Right on top of the head. I remember it happened early in the daytime. Whatever it was before school. She didn't send me to school. She was so embarrassed because that knot grew so bad, so fast. And I always was like, my mom's so sweet as she is, I never knew that she can react like that. But I'll probably do the same thing. If my son say I hate you, I probably will want to swing on him.
I think it's hurtful.
Yeah.
So hurtful. So
and I didn't mean it whatsoever, but it was just... That was stupid of me, and that's what I did. And her reaction was, and I never did none. I always watch, even to this day, I'm scared she'd pull that broom out, for real. You know what I'm saying? So I won't say that to her, never. And I love you, Mama, to death. And Mom, if you watching, I'm sorry, but I had to keep it real. You know your son, I can't hold nothing back. You know, I just tell it how it is. I love you so much, though, Mom. You know what I'm saying?
You know something funny I remember from about when we were little, and my mom used to be at work. If we didn't have school or we were on like break or whatever, my mom would call us and be like, make sure you take the chicken or the meat out of the freezer. And if we knew we had to clean up the house before she got home, and then we knew she was already on her way home, she'd be home in like 10 minutes, or she'd call us and be like, I'm almost home. Or we heard that car door and we didn't do what we were supposed to. He like running around making sure the house is clean super fast, like, Mom's gonna be here soon, Mom's gonna be here soon.
I'm sure my mom can relate to that too.
And I wonder if my kids do that, because like if we're at work, we're at wherever we're at, doctor, whatever, and we're on our way home. I mean, we don't tell them like this house better be clean when we get home. But I wonder if they're like, oh, we better hurry up and clean because our parents are going to be here soon. But I know it's funny because if we didn't have the meat taken out on time, we would have to put it in the microwave and defrost it. Or run it under the hot water, take it outside so it could defrost, because you get in trouble if they got home and they're like, what you going to eat now? What we going to eat for dinner?
My mom listening right now, she can relate to that so much, because there's been so many times that she told me to take the meat out and I forget doing my thing, and she come home so pissed. And that's what she'll scream at me about. Yeah, I used to do that a lot as well.
Isn't that funny?
It's crazy. But, now that we grow up and we do the same thing, with our kids, and I guess that's something I got to learn how to do is realize, I guess our kids can be a lot like us in so many ways. Me personally, though, I thought I listened better than my son. He don't listen to shit. Like, I feel like
our kids are spoiled now, that's why.
Yeah.
Like, we couldn't, if we talked back to our parents the way our kids talk back to us right now, we get our ass whooped.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because we're scared, because now you get in trouble for whipping your kid.
Yeah.
But, man, we used to get whipped with the belt, with the hanger.
Yeah.
My mom whooped my butt one time with her fist.
Like, so many things they do that they're huff and puff. Like, I couldn't do that type of stuff.
Yeah.
I couldn't say what. Like, I would tell Neil, like, yo, what is a bad word where I come from?
Oh, you can't even slam the door closed if you're mad and you slam
you slam the door, your door gone.
Oh, man, yep.
I'm going to be honest. I don't know if you noticed, Neil don't even have a door.
In that little room by the restroom?
Yeah, his room don't have a door, and we took that off. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't notice.
We want to get him a door back, though, but that's him not, listening and like, all right, we're going to take your door away. I can't even, why the heck we take his door off?
He did something bad. You took his phone away before plenty of times, too.
Oh, I took his phone this week. Yeah, that's just that's the only thing that you can do to punish them these days. It seems like it's the phone.
I just have to say, you got it made because you only got one kid to deal with. We got to deal with 4. 2 of them got the cell phones. The little ones got the attitude. They got the tablet. Oh, man.
Oh, I bet. I'll tell you, I know. Patience is what you gotta have when you have multiple kids, huh? My patience is, I feel like I'm good with patience. I feel like I can do it though, but sometimes maybe Brittany would disagree because I be getting so frustrated with little Neil. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I feel like as a parent, you for me, I don't know. I'm sure all of us, but we want them to match our energy. Meaning, far as like. I feel like I'm super cool with you, be super cool with me. Like, I don't know. If my son say, hey, Dad, could you take me to the movies? I'll take him. But if I ask him to do something for me, he hesitant with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I know it's a difference, but it's just like, it's to me, it seems like the older they get, the more of a struggle it has been for me. What about for you? Like, far as the older you, because you got different age brackets. You got from 17, 15. 9. Your daughter is 9, and then your son is about to be 7? 6. Oh, wow. Yeah. So, yeah, you got...
I don't know. I feel like with my girls, it's really easy because the older they get, we have such a good relationship. Like, I don't try to be their friend, but I try to give them so much of me. Like, I want them to trust me and be open with me and not be afraid to tell me stuff that they're going to be afraid to tell their dad, because we're girls and we're supposed to be able to share certain things. I don't know. My little ones they're still babies, but I have a good relationship with my kids. I feel like we're pretty close, and I feel like if they got into trouble, they wouldn't be afraid to tell me that they were in trouble. I would hope.
As far as EJ, your son, do you have a closer, as far as what you think, do we have a closer relationship with his dad or with you? Is he a daddy's boy or a mama's boy?
He's a mama's boy.
For real?
He's a mama's boy. That boy, oh my God.
So you lucky. So you got all the girls.
But that's because
you got a close relationship.
Yeah. He has, all of our kids have different relationships.
I'm sure if one of the girls is a daddy girl. Which one is the daddy girl?
Anita.
Anita?
Anita's the daddy's girl, for sure. She's the 3rd one, and she's the youngest one. So, but if I have to say...
Is that going to be the challenge for you think, when she get older?
It's okay with me.
Like, far as her, though, like, is she going to be... How is her attitude? I know she's a sweet little girl right now.
She's feisty.
She's feisty, okay.
She's feisty and sassy, but she's so smart.
Okay.
But I feel like once she gets older, she's gonna be respectful.
Okay.
I feel like she is, because she's learning from her sisters right now. So we have to tell them, like, she's learning from you. Watch the way you talk and the way the things you say. Even EJ, kids always watch what you say. I feel like she's gonna be fine, but EJ, even right now, he's a little bit more. He's still small, so he doesn't know better. But we're trying to stop him. Like he'll say stuff that he shouldn't be saying. He'll tell Eddie he's ugly.
Yeah. So
he'll say silly stuff. He's only 5. He'll be like, "You're ugly," or just something mean, and we'll have to be like, "You shouldn't be saying that stuff." And then it's hard when kids say stuff and you don't want to laugh at it.
Yeah.
You know.
Even though you may think it's funny, but you don't want them to know it's okay.
It's funny as hell, but...
How you feel about, like, your kids, okay, growing up, like, because we know they are like a sponge when they so young. As far as, like, the music selection, do you try to keep certain music out of the house so they're not paying attention to? Or
For me, I'm a little bit more not so crazy about it. Eddie is the more stricter parent when it comes to that. Like, he doesn't want my kids, and I've told him, like, SB and Maya are old enough already, like, and I guess
they know right from wrong,
yeah,
so they already...
so he doesn't mind if they listen to stuff that has certain curse words, but the little ones, for sure. Even myself, if my older girls are listening to a song from an artist they like with, like, inappropriate lyrics, I'm like, hey, you know, your sister's hearing that, your brother's hearing that. Like, EJ likes certain songs that are from rap artists, like oh gosh, what's that song? It's by Tory Lanez, Talk to Me.
Okay.
Have you heard that song?
Yeah.
That one's not really so bad, but he sings it, and I just know, I see the way that he knows how to hear the words and stuff. I'm like, okay, I have to tell them, be careful when they listen to certain songs. I'm like, change that right now, because your brother and sister, they've repeated curse words. I'm pretty sure all kids have done that.
I think I kind of did the same thing in a sense, far as, and I think that's why Lil DJ, Lil Neil have a love for the music. Growing up, honestly, even though I'm a big hip hop head, I love rap music and R&B. I love all genres, to be honest, but I didn't play as much hip hop after I had him. For maybe the first 8 years, I was big on reggae. Mostly, I love reggae music, but because of him, everything in reggae is positive. It's not
Was it
too
Spanish
much
reggae?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
Reggae, like Bob Marley. Like, Neil can sing you probably every Bob Marley song.
Okay.
Warrior King.
When he was little, you played that music?
Yeah, that's what I played in the car, because me and him drove around a lot. Like, because of me and Brittany work schedule, I was the one taking them and picking them up from school or my mom's house a lot. So we was in the car, always listening to music in the car, you know, so I always thought it was best to listen to reggae. So I went real heavy on reggae.
Okay.
Majority because of him, because I thought that would be some good music, and he can sing a lot of the reggae songs, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, from Bob Marley to Warrior King, I'm not sure if you're familiar with him, but I actually, me and Brittany walked down the aisle to one of his songs when we got married, and I ran into him at the airport, and I told him, and he took all kind of pictures, and actually
so cool.
we keep in contact still.
Did
you know,
he sign something for you?
No, we took pictures, and then he ran into me again, and then when he seen me, I done seen him multiple times, but we follow each other on Facebook, so we friends on Facebook, and we go back and forth liking things. So that was dope.
He remembered you?
Yeah, because when he seen me, what's so crazy, I seen him the first time, told him my story. And then he seen me when he ran into the airport, and he was like, "Oh, he have a son now. Actually, he got 2 kids now, but this when he had his first son. But the first time I met him, he introduced me to his wife. He wanted his wife to, because when I met him, I told him the story, like, yo, we walked down the aisle to your music. So he dragged me to his wife so I could tell her, because he was real happy about that, you know?
Yeah.
And so I thought that was dope, but I love reggae music. I love all genres, you know. Music keeps me going. And but I was just wondering, because far as, like, we do have to protect the kids' ears, you know what I'm saying? So, and not everybody think the same, you know what I'm saying? But I definitely protected Neil from but now he's a big hip hop head. And now I feel like it's okay because he knows what's wrong and right. They can't influence him, hopefully. You know what I'm saying? What he listens to don't influence him. Hopefully it can motivate him or make him feel positive, but I don't want it to him to think that he should do what he hear in the music, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Unless it's some dope stuff and positive stuff, and then let's do it, you know?
Well, even me, like, I don't feel like the music influences me to speak a certain way, but sometimes when you're just super comfortable, or if you're mad, certain words come out, and you're just, like, in such of the zone that the word just comes out. Even at work, sometimes we'll let a little curse word slip here.
I don't think any of my cursing is off of the music that it's probably more so of the people that I was surrounded by growing up, hearing them talk a certain way.
Oh, my family curses like sailors, if that's what they call it. They curse like, oh, my mom can curse like a sailor.
Like my brother didn't tell me when I was younger. They said I used to curse, but it was because my sister. She, you know, she was only 5 years. No. My sister was 10 years older than me. But that's some things I can even remember her teaching me that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like bad words. So that's how I learned it, not off of the music, you know. Because I always listened to hip-hop, too, growing up. My brothers and them always was like a big E40 head.
Bay
Area? Like when it was the Click. I don't know if you know about E40 and the Click. Yeah, you know, Sugar T. Also, definitely a big Tupac fan. My first, you know, do you remember the first album you ever bought?
It's funny you said that because I was just thinking about that. I think the first CD I ever had in my life was a Nelly CD.
No shit?
Nelly.
Okay.
I had Nelly. And then I had a Little John and the East Side Boys.
My first album was at the Slauson Swap Meet. I walked up there myself. The Humpty Hump album.
Oh my
Original
God.
Underground. That was the first.
That's old.
And that was a tape.
Yep.
And then my first CDs I bought was... that I remember was Bone Thugs, East 99 album.
Yep.
I remember walking into Sam Goody's. Did y'all have a Sam Goody's in there?
I don't think we had Sam Goody's here.
That was our music store in L.A. One of the music stores, Sam Goody's, I bought. And the Mac 10 album, I bought that as well. And I remember buying some headphones like this, and I thought this was the coolest thing to use my Walkman with some headphones like this walking to school.
All that stuff was so cool.
Oh, man.
Now everybody listens to music on their headphones. Back then, the first cool thing that came out was a little iPod.
Yeah.
After the Walkman and the cassette player.
I still got the original one.
Do you?
Original iPod.
Did you like listen to music on the radio and you had that stereo where when your song came on, you put your cassette in there and you pushed record?
Oh yeah, definitely.
You remember that?
Definitely, yep.
That's so old school.
You couldn't wait for your song to play.
Yes.
These kids don't understand that because they could just play their song right away.
Neil, did you ever record a song for your voicemail?
Oh, all the time. Yeah, you had
Thanks for calling me, blah blah blah, and then you like recording
with the song in the background. Yeah, they don't know about that.
When we started going to like high school and college, and they were like, when you get people calling you for an interview, you don't want to be playing rap music on your voicemail. You've got to leave a professional voicemail. And I was like, oh my gosh.
They right though. Yeah. I'm still the same way with Neil with his social media because the way he run his social media with the DJing business, and he like to do stuff on his stories, and he like to attach different songs.
Yeah.
And me and him have had our disagreements with certain songs that he liked to attach with a picture that he'll post, you know, and I'm like, yo, you got other people looking.
Yeah.
Dad, it's just a song. And I'm like, yeah, but you running a business though, right? You call yourself a businessman, you got to do things professionally.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's the same way. And it's strange that, because like how you mentioned that, we look at our parents different when they tell us that, but I find myself in the same boat, trying to move that way with my son. So I can't get mad at my mom. She do remind me a lot that a lot of things that I complain about him doing that she had to deal with the same. I feel like not as tough as I'm having to deal with it, but she was like, trust me, he's a good kid. And we got and he is, you know what I'm saying? I'm thankful, you know, it's small things, you know, and I'm thankful. He is a good kid. I like that he grinds. He grind. I just want him to go as hard as he do with his music and business. I want him to go as hard with school as education itself. You know, I want him to realize that's just as important or more important, you know. And now we've been talking about our kids. Now I just want to touch on like far as relationship wise. Like, okay, I know Chris Rock he just did his premiere of his new stand-up where he talked about his situation with him, Will Smith, Jada Pinkett. And I think that's more, everybody think like personal. I think it got a lot to do with a relationship, like how your other significant other can help you, have you react in a certain way.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? Because before I even jump off the back with that, how do you feel about that situation? And if you can even put yourself in Jada's shoes or even Will Smith's shoes, how do you feel? Like, what do you feel about that?
I feel like the person you're with has to bring out the best in you and not the worst in you. And I think from that point that we all saw that, I think that let the world know that they shouldn't be together no more, because if he has to go do that on live television and just make himself look that bad just to please his wife, who later on, I think she said, I didn't ask him to do that, and he was like saying I felt like I had to do that to defend her because she was so butthurt about the comment, which was a super silly comment. Like, jokes have been going on for years.
Exactly.
I think that was just overboard, and it's sad that TV and celebrities have come to that. Like, their lives are so personal. Have you watched their little table talk stuff?
Yeah, I have.
I think him doing that was more of him being angry at her.
Yeah.
Because of the stuff that she did to him and put him through, like her little dating scandal with August Alsina.
Exactly.
I think he was mad at her.
Exactly.
So I think he took out his anger on her, on that guy, because he's not going to go hit his wife.
Exactly.
I feel like he was acting out his emotions because of how he was angry at her. That's what I feel.
Yeah.
What do you think about it?
I think that it was terrible reaction, you know what I'm saying? Especially far as like, it's a line. I understand disrespect, but now you go to a comedy show, you dealing with a comedian, you sit in the front row, you got to prepare yourself to get probably clowned or be the butt of the joke. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just part of what it is.
Yeah.
And I think that was, and it shows he was even laughing. Like, he thought the joke was funny, like how you said. When she looked at him, it seemed to me, you want to know what I thought? I said, damn, she's powerful. It looked like she looked at him and put a spell on him. And he just switched from his whole energy just switched up.
Yeah, because he did.
And he turned into somebody that I don't think he even knew.
He's not even that person.
Yeah, exactly. Like, 'cause I always looked up to Will as far as being a positive dude.
Yeah.
As far as can laugh too. Like, 'cause he's been a funny dude. Like,
and a great
he should be able to
actor.
take a joke. If you can give a joke, you can take a joke. And even though it's being your wife, and not everybody know, 'cause I heard that she has some type of medical condition to where that's why her hair was bald.
Yeah,
and
like alopecia.
Yeah, exactly.
But for the most part,
who knows that though?
Yeah.
Who exposed what they, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nobody talk about that, and especially if y'all had never had. Now, if y'all had that conversation, then he did that. Yo, that's dirty, bro. I just told you that. Why would you mention my wife thing? But that was just all out of a.
Yeah.
You know, okay, quick question. The reaction, you think he would have did that to anybody?
I don't know.
To a Rock or somebody. I'm talking about the superstar, The Rock, or you know, a Dave Chappelle.
Oh, you mean Chris Rock would have done that, or someone else would have done that to Will Smith?
Will Smith doing that to like The Rock, the actor The Rock. He's also a funny dude, exactly. Or to like a Dave Chappelle making a joke. You think he would have went up there? And
no, because Dave Chappelle, I think Dave Chappelle doesn't make those type of. I don't know. It's just, I think it was just a weird. They must have had something going on that day.
It was more than just that joke. You think?
There's no way that one tiny little silly joke like that could make him that angry. I think he must have been fighting with her that day, and she just gave him that look, and he was just like, God damn. And then he got up and just did what he did.
You a fan of Will Smith?
I like Will Smith.
Did that change how you thought about him afterwards?
No, I still respect him. He's a human being. He's not perfect. I still have respect for him. I don't know what he was feeling or what he's going through in his life. So that's not going to change the way I feel about him. I think he's a super cool dude.
How you think about far as Chris Rock? Do you think something like that is forgivable?
Yeah.
How you think he should have acted? Do you think he acted?
I think
Chris Rock, did he react?
I think he was trying to still.
Or would you rather see him like just jump on Will Smith back and try to wrestle him down? Or
I think they knew
what
on
he did
live
was
TV.
professional.
Yeah, I think he kept it professional for both of their sakes, for their careers and stuff. I think he could have. I don't know if he sued him or he was going to sue him or what, but he came back with that comedy special talking about it, right? I haven't seen it yet. I want to see it.
Yeah, I haven't seen it as well. I definitely want to check it. You know, maybe that's something we both need to do tonight. Check it out. You know what I'm saying?
I just think it's crazy that people can react certain ways. Like if you're like a certain situation, like if you're in a place where someone is being really disrespectful, either sexually or making your partner uncomfortable or doing something that you feel like you're in danger for, and you have to go and defend your spouse for that, then it's the right thing to do. But words are nothing.
Yeah.
You know?
And then I think about, like, one thing I try to teach my son, I said, for every action, it's a reaction. You know, and Will Smith could have did that to the wrong person. Or who knows how Chris Rock would have reacted that day. You know what I'm saying? Who know Chris Rock is a concealed carry guy that had a gun, and he probably would have reacted. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I didn't notice a lot of people judged the Tupac situation to kind of that, like how Tupac had lost his life. Like his friends had seen somebody that tried to steal their chain in the past at the store. They noticed and pointed him out. Tupac immediately ran up and started hitting the dude. And this dude, Tupac, don't know really about the guy, but this dude is a gangster back where he's from Compton. Orlando Anderson, who I'm talking about, who he hit. And he wasn't okay with that. So his reaction was to go back and retaliate. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you got to think about. Every action is a reaction, and how Chris Rock decided to react that day was good on Will Smith's side. Another person could have reacted different. Maybe myself. I don't see myself just like, oh shit, he slapped me. I would have jumped on his back. I don't care how big he is. We would have, and the next day as well. You know what I'm saying? Till I got the better hand, till I felt comfortable. Everybody different, but I really felt that was a cold move to do. It was embarrassing, you know, far as Chris Rock and for himself and for his family. You know, that's as grown man, you know, we got to know how to handle our emotions, handle our feelings, you know what I'm saying? And,
I think he was shocked, because if it was a different time and place, maybe he would have tried to defend himself. But he might not have been making that joke. It's all television.
Yeah, we can't. I'm not saying Chris Rock ain't no. I'm not saying he a punk or nothing, because he didn't do nothing. It was a shock, you know what I'm saying? But me just saying, far as Will Smith, something like I said, it's a reaction to every action, and I always think about that. The move I make, how the person gonna react, and sometimes you got to consider that. You know, he could have reacted in a totally different way. To where, you know, he could be so embarrassed to where even tomorrow, and want to do something to hurt this guy because you embarrassed me in front of the world. Certain people is not going to take that lightly.
Hold a grudge. People can hold a grudge.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what bothered me about that was the decision he made out of emotion.
If you were Will Smith, would you have done that?
No, not off a joke. No. You got to be really disrespectful. You know, I could see if he called his wife a B word or something to that nature, to where it make you flip. But he making a joke. He's a comedian. It is what it is. I probably would have tried to come with a joke back, you know, but not far as putting my hands on you because of that. No, you got to really piss Neil off for that to get me on that level. You know what I'm saying? But words, nah. You know, it got to be some serious words. You know what I'm saying? Disrespectful. I don't think that was too disrespectful a joke. No. You know what I'm saying? So, but I understand protecting your lady, protecting your family, protecting your image. But I don't think their image was in jeopardy. I don't think.
If anything, he tarnished his image a little.
Exactly, because the way everybody's seen Jada look like this, and you just see this dude. Like,
I know, you're right. His old freaking
you seen the Man in Black?
Yeah.
She flashed like that. Yeah, she flashed him. He just went and
reset. Didn't know what to do.
So you know, that's just what it is. And, but I'm definitely still a fan. I always loved Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Super dope. I like the Man in Black. I'm not crazy of all his movies. My favorite movie by Will Smith was the one with him and Whoopi Goldberg. What is that called? Was it Ghost Dad? No, that's not Ghost Dad.
I don't even know what movie that is.
Whoopi. Him and Whoopi. I can't remember that.
I don't know. I like the I Am Legend.
I Am Legend was super dope.
I Am Legend was like one of his
That was super dope.
He's an amazing actor.
No, he's super talented. Even his rapping is dope. You know what I'm saying? And I like that he kept everything clean.
Yeah, that's why Eminem said Will Smith don't got to cuss in his records, but I do.
For real.
Which is another story for another day, because I'm going to just say right now, Eminem is a GOAT.
Oh, yeah, he's
Eminem's
dope.
my favorite.
Oh, yeah, he's dope. He's dope. Marshall Mathers album, Slim Shady.
Yeah.
I remember me and my cousins listening to him. And
did you dye your hair blonde?
Oh no, I wasn't that big of a fan. You know, because when he came out, it was like on the West Coast thing because he signed with Aftermath and Dr. Dre. So we definitely was a fan. I liked that he was edgy, that he didn't hold back anything. You know, like the stories he talked about his baby mama. Even though we knew it wasn't true, great, like he wasn't gonna hurt her, but that just sounded dope. Like
no,
you know,
I believed it. He was crazy. I think he would have murdered her.
Have you seen Haley, his daughter though?
Oh, she's beautiful.
Oh yeah, she grew up to be a man. That's dope, and I was happy to see. You know, she looked real happy. She looked like she didn't miss a beat. You know what I'm saying?
Because you know what? He never remarried or had no girlfriend or nothing.
I'm sure he had. No, yes, he did. He dated Mariah Carey.
Oh my God, that was not even.
No, but he dated Mariah Carey. That was his girl. She don't want to admit it, but he dated Mariah Carey.
She don't admit it. That's what
I don't. You know what? He's real private though. I'm sure he had a lot of girlfriends we don't know about.
Yeah, that's good because. Guy. But for the most part, he kept it good under wraps because everybody else's business is everywhere. You know what I mean? So that's like not even. But
I'm sure the way he dissed his baby mama, you think any girls was really trying to like go? Because you know, and then the way he did Mariah Carey too, you know, if it didn't work out, there's gonna be a song about you.
Oh yeah,
definitely.
Nobody wanted to talk to him. He was a crazy white boy.
Nah, and he's super dope though, super talented. Lyrics is crazy. Who's your favorite rapper? Real talk.
Eminem.
Oh, for real?
Eminem was my favorite rapper. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, that's dope.
How about you?
You know what? Mine's change all the time. Right now, I'm a huge fan of Blast. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like you know. Mm-hmm. But if I had to say all-time favorite, Tupac, big Tupac fan. Mm-hmm. Favorite group, Bone Thugs and Harmony. Also West Side Connection. Also, like I said, I go through, my genre can change tomorrow. Yeah. I can listen to a song and it could be my favorite. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I love music though. All music my favorite. Me too. All genres my favorite. Yeah. But hip hop right now, Blast. Mm-hmm. R&B, Tim's. You heard of Tim's?
T-E-M-S?
T-E-M-S. Uh-huh. Yeah, she go hard, you know.
I thought that was a dude.
Man, her voice is so strong though.
Okay.
She delivers so strong, like even with the song with Future and Drake that she's on, that you probably thought it was a dude, but that's her, and she just got such a strong voice.
I used to think Young M.A. was a dude, and that's a girl. You know Young M.A.?
Are you going off the image, or are you going off the voice?
The voice.
The image too, though. But you will make her proud by saying that. Really? Let her know Young M.A. shit. Make you proud by saying that. You know what I'm saying?
I love Young M.A. So thank you guys so much for tuning in with DJ and a Girl podcast. Please continue to subscribe, follow, like. We're going to have new material every week, new episode every week, new background, new guests, everything. So Neil, what's going on this weekend? Tell the people what's going on in AZ.
Well, tomorrow, Sunday, you got the Black Violin. I don't know if you guys ever seen that, but it's some jazz mixed with hip hop, classical, R&B, real dope. It's two dudes, and they do their thing on the violin, and it's real creative. It's gonna be at the Mesa Art Center tomorrow, Sunday. Also, you have the Ostrich Festival. I don't know if you guys ever been to the Ostrich Festival, but real dope. So you can check that out this Sunday. Get your ostrich burger.
Ew.
I know it don't sound tasty, but you gotta try it if you go to the Ostrich Festival.
It's a safe fair.
Also, tomorrow, Sunday, 8 a.m., Action Sports Youth Academy. Free workout for the kids and adults. Pull up. Me and Patricia, my girl, gonna be there getting our workout. Bacana Park, Maricopa, Arizona. Pull up, come hang out with us. Once again, we gave y'all some cool things to do this Sunday. Hope y'all enjoy yourself. Hope to see y'all at the workout. Thanks for watching DJ and the Girl. I'm DJ NS, and this is my girl Patricia, and we out. Much love to everybody.